Hi Sag, just a few notes about you. Okay, so we have this very interesting zodiac wheel here. Okay, I'm not really looking at it, I'm just kind of like sensing it for you. So we've got this moon, okay, right? Eclipse, yeah. We don't need you looking after us. We don't need you looking at us. You know, some of you might feel lost and kind of ashamed or weird. You know, like you've had such a huge energy of presence. I feel you had such a huge like unforgettability about you, and suddenly we are kind of fine on our own. Oh, you can go. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. You are amazed. Like this person wanted you for dear life for the last 3 months, for example, or you've been so needed and so absorbed into this collective to the point where you lost your mind, and then all of a sudden they just say, "Oh, you can go. It's okay. You can leave early. It's okay. We'll sign you out early." Oh, you don't have to stay. You don't have to stay around. You don't have to stay behind. Why? Because you're over it. If you don't want it, it is not going to be here on some level. So, for example, your best friend kind of disconnects, goes overseas. Someone else comes in. You didn't want it enough to make it stay. But it's not in my control. It's in your control. If something or somebody is not coming back, if something or somebody is just not available, it's just you know, it's like just it's just not connecting. It doesn't have to. And you have to basically now be strong and admit that these people or these situations were not fully legit or fully powerful or fully connected. So if you can, please, I know this is difficult for me as well, in the last few days, you know, also building up to this moon, you notice, like, say, that message, you know, that you usually receive from a friend is not coming through. Somebody's not coming to your house as much, you know, somebody else has, you know, got something perhaps that you had before. You know, somebody or something is not coming true for you. And here's where you do way too much to prove to yourself that it was worth it anyway, that it made sense anyhow, that made you happy and you made them happy. This is where you can waste most of your life, actually, thinking about this, why it's happening this way. You can just let it be as amazing as it is, especially if somebody leaves, like somebody left, a door closed, a person is no longer coherent, you cannot connect to a friend, you can't any longer get a certain type of substance from a shop, you know, you can't any longer subscribe to something, you don't any longer have the money to buy cable TV, you have no longer the money or the resources or the time or the health to keep up certain habits. Great. Yeah, good. And now you do not too much and you basically sweep up. It's like, if you can imagine, like somebody took your old couch and you just got to basically sweep the floor now, you know? You just sweep up a little bit, like, oh, I found like an old hair tie underneath the couch. Oh, somebody dropped a tissue there. Oh, okay. You just basically mopping up. So this is not big mop up stuff. Don't do it for other people unless you're prepared to suffer the consequences of shared karma during this particular transit. But just make sure that you just basically touch up on whatever's left after whoever or whatever left. Something's leaving, something's no longer responsive. Somebody or something is kind of like, and you're like, okay, something's empty. Empty spaces are beautiful here. Some of the most beautiful houses I've ever been to have been minimalist houses. You know, when a minimalist home doesn't have that extra thing, oh, it's so nice. You're like, oh, this is so nice. Spray some aromas around, you know, light a candle, you know, say a prayer. It's beautiful when someone else is gone. It is gorgeous when something is just not yours. It's far from depth. It is actually beauty. It's beauty. By the 22nd of July, you might already kind of find that this space is so nice. You don't want to fill it with anything else. And then here it comes, love again. You know, or like, here they come, your new friends, or wow, a new opportunity, a new possibility, a new quantum lingering. Wow, I actually never knew. Wow, I like owed myself so much more than I thought. I owe myself a pat on the back. So don't stress yourself out. If you're in the story where something's gone, or someone is kind of like taking faith and twisting it around, or like somebody or something is just in the bunch, basically by now you might want to see how you need to no longer worship the dark for those things, like no longer try to be in control, like, well, oh my gosh, that plant is dying, my father always told me to water the plants like all the time, twice a week, I'm so sorry. Don't give in to despair. Don't give in to that quality of like, oh my gosh, I was not in control, I didn't have enough control over my life, I didn't work enough, I didn't try hard enough. That's not the point. The point is that you have a beautiful, crisp, clean, delightful space that you could fill probably with just about anything now. So celebrate you, celebrate this quantum alignment, and enjoy these last few sprucing gestures that you need to place upon that which is changing shape. So something's cracked, something's gone, okay, now it's just about dressing the wounds and just making it beautiful. And make sure you don't connect to anything else you don't need. Your friend has had a friend of a friend who was mean to her. Your mom broke her glasses. Someone else did this. Don't get involved. Just spruce up, and enjoy your own sentiments during this time, just your own. Thanks a lot. Bye.